Okay, y'all. So here we are entering the last days if we're not already there. So I'm going to read 2 Timothy 3 because it just speaks to really what's going on with people today. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to their parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection," which means they're going to be into people with the same genitalia as them, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce. The other translation says brutal. Brutal seems a lot more fierce than fierce, but that's okay. Despisers of those that are good, traitors. Hold on, let's go back to that. Despisers of those who are good. That's why Cain hated Abel. He did good and he was jealous of it. Crazy. Anyway, traitors, heady, high minded, which I haven't seen a lot of people, they are just too wise in their own minds, and it really causes them a lot of trouble because we shouldn't think that we know everything, you know. And when you get to that point where you are so high minded, so intellectual, I think I know everything, you can't be told anything, and for that reason, you end up falling. Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. I see this all over Instagram, even with other Christians. Like, all they do is buy clothing and go on trips, and I'm like, are you waiting for the coming of the Lord or what? Because, you know, pleasure lasts for a moment, but following God lasts for a lifetime. So, anyway, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, which is what's going on with all this New Ageism nonsense. A lot of people want to talk about their spiritual without the Spirit, the Great Spirit, the Most High. It's not true. You're operating on elemental spirits. Now, so, from such turn away, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sin, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the truth. So many people know so much. They can tell you all the things in the world, but they never come to the understanding of why they are here and why all these things are happening around them. And they never come to the understanding that helps them out of the situations that they're in, which is all God. Dabbling in the manosphere, just seeing what's going on in there, just seeing that it's a pretty atrocious mess of men that are lost, that want good things, but don't necessarily know how to get them. I'm going to put this on the table. If you repent and turn to the Most High, He'll straighten out your paths. But I say that in every video. But of course, I've been getting attacks, and it's funny because it really supports my other video. I have not had good connections with 90% of black men. But then people want to argue with me concerning that because they tried to drag me. But the difference is when you put God before yourself, people can try to drag you all they want to. At the end of the day, God is going to win. And so, what I learned at the beginning of my walk is not to recompense evil for evil. I've had to realize that how important that is again because I started to do it and then I started to get sick after I did it. So I said, okay, I got to stop doing this. So here we are in Romans 12. Recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. I think we as believers, especially in this hour where times are getting darker, Christ is being crucified, need to realize that revenge is of the Most High. He will repay those who do wrong towards you and do wrong towards other people. I have seen it with my own eyes. So just remember that. And it's not worth it. I think when you realize just how precious the Spirit is, and that the Father, He's there all the time, orchestrating things in the way that He wants them to be orchestrated. You can really take your hands off of a lot of things. Also, remembering to pray for your enemies, that's very important because, like the Messiah said before He went to the cross, please forgive them for they don't know what spirit they're of. And they don't know. They think, oh, this is all coming from my mind and I'm high-minded and intellectual and I know everything and let me just try to shut you down really quickly. They don't know that they are speaking from the spirit of the enemy, and so that's why they're acting like that. That's why they crucified Christ. And so for them, it's going to be really hard on them in these coming days without Christ. So pray for your enemies. You guys be blessed and have a good one. Bye.